Welcome back, Backpack Battlers, to the Road to GM, the series where we random our way through the MMR trenches to the highest rank in the game. I lost a Reaper game earlier today, but we are going to pretend like that didn't happen and that this is the first game of the day, so thank you for joining us for the first game of the day! First game of the day t-shirts coming to the cool store near you. Supplies are limited and maybe even non-existent because this is a fictional product. Results may vary. This is not an admission of guilt. We are in for another adventure game, so we proceed to buy out the entire first shop. Buy 'em out, boys. We got some leather boots, we got a chipped amethyst, we got a short bow, we got a tusk to make a tusk poker, we got some twine, we got a whetstone, we also have a potion belt. We pick up the shell for good luck as well, and then we send into the battle phase. And we're up against the mage Print Troll. He's edgy, he spells his name with a 0 instead of an O. It's our short bow up against his wooden sword. Our boots come in clutch at 70%. They give us 15 armor, 1 empower, 1 spike, 1 luck. But it's not enough. We aren't able to outdamage him. His magic for dummies is too strong, and we take the first loss of the game. If you remember from last episode, we have the same bag, the Bag of Giving, which whenever we enter the shop, it spends all of our gold on random items. You can see here we got a wooden sword, a flawed ruby, a fanny pack, and a puzzle bag. Oh, and I forgot to mention, with Adventure, currently we are ranked Gold 76. We throw our new items onto the board, and once we're happy with everything, we send it to the battle phase. The little Goobert picture in the background's giving us approval, so everything's good. And we're pitted up against the Reaper Latin Ox. They have a hammer pan build. No way they've got the stamina for that, even with the banana. We doubled our damage output with the wooden sword and our tusk poker, so we are slapping. And we secure an easy victory. Shop 3 gives us the opportunity to pick our first skill. Of course, we have the dilemma that all of our gold is gone, courtesy of the giving pack. I don't want to liquidate too much, so it's really a choice between slime time or mystery box. We end up going mystery box, and it throws out a thorn burst for us. The shop gives us a boomerang, so I think it's too good to pass up. We end up liquidating the poison dagger and buying the pieces for a boomerang. That's going to get some nice buff steal online. Everything looks good, so we send. Then we get paired up against the Reaper Pinzolan? Pinslolon? I don't know. We have a ton of weapons and we make quick work of them. Boomerang completes going into shop 4. We get another puzzle bag along with this Book of the Dead, which really does nothing for us. Oh, Encyclopedia of Darkness. So we sell it. We're eyeing what else we want. Maybe another twine. Well, we send a reroll. We get a piggy bank because greed is good. And then we send to the battle phase. Hi, my name is what? My name is what? My name is Chika Chika Komata. They have a steel Goobert hammer build. Unlike our last opponent, they're a little bit better set up stamina-wise. So a little scarier, but we still are able to take care of them. Shop 5 pops out an employee uniform. Have to be careful with that one. Don't want customers coming up and asking us questions. Can you offer this for less? Do you have anything in the back? They've actually been buffing this item quite a bit, and honestly all items that are offering trades. I feel like there's some good synergy with this adventure bag in particular, where you're getting all these random items, and maybe the shop offers you trades because you don't have any gold. It might be a little bit better way to get the items that you need for your build, so we'll play around with it. We send into the battle phase and get paired up against the adventure Zhao Gai Dada. They've got a daggerang with a wooden sword kicker. They got some gloves of haste on there, but we're dealing a ton of damage and we clean them up pretty easily. Shop 6 pops out some gloves of power, which is awesome. A goobling, a buckler, a nice stone, and some twine. In addition, we also have our first trade offer. This is the employee uniform at work. We can trade our ruby for a gem box. The gem box is cool. It's one of my favorite items. Basically, you plug 2 unique items in there, usually your skills or whatever uniques you've got available, and then it throws out a chip gem every round. So a nice way to boost your board. I think trading the ruby for it is a fair trade, so we pull the trigger and send it. We get paired up against Twitch Tink OXO. They've got a pumpkin burning blade pan build. Honestly, a little scary here, that stun. We're generating a ton of armor with our gloves of power, which is cool. We're scaling, we're slapping, but they're dealing a lot of damage. We'll see here, fatigue sets in, very close, but we're able to clutch out the victory. And we enter Shop 7, 5 wins, 1 loss. Another puzzle bag has popped out for us. I have been looking for ways to use these bags throughout the run. I don't feel like we were able to get full value out of them though. The random items just made it very difficult to actually use the bags, which was unfortunate. And definitely something I'm thinking about for future runs. How can we leverage our way straight to GM? No more time to think though, we gotta send straight to the battle phase. And we get paired up against a Berserker. They've got a Hammer Dagger, nothing too crazy, false life build. Our weapons are popping up. We have a ton of armor. Look at all that armor, 70 armor, a ton of thorns, and they're just breaking themselves on our thorns. We were honking a ton there, so we'll have to look for ways to address our stamina problems. A ton of bags are tossed out to us by Shop 8. We also have the option to choose a subclass. I really struggled with this one. We have a few choices here. Honestly, looking things over, Shield Master might have been interesting, but in the end we decide to go Weapon Master. Basically, that's going to generate a ton of stam and poison, so we'll see how this all affects our build. And we get paired up against the Ranger HP 49. They've got a Goobert Falcon Blade build with the Hunter subclass, so they're going to be critting us. They're slapping, we're slapping right back. And very close, we both drop so low. 1 HP left, but we clutch out the win. Shop 9 brings us a Hungering Blade along with a dagger in the shop here. We're going to pick that dagger up to make our Daggerang, upgrading our Boomerang, which we've been rocking for quite some time, so that's nice. We also fall in love with the idea of this katana with the on sale Ripsaw, so we put that Ripsaw on reserve, and then with everything looking good and board rearranged slightly, we send into the battle phase. And we get paired up against the Mage Lost Emotion 556. They have a Null Blade, so they're taking off a bunch of our buffs along with their staff. They're generating a ton, and very close. You'll notice how close these matches are. We really need a better way to deal with the poison our Mercury Elemental is popping out. But instead of getting that, we get a Dark Saber instead. With this Dark Saber popping out, we probably should have let the Katana lie. We are already running into stam issues, and this is just going to compound it. But instead, we also just buy the Ripsaw and make the Katana as well. So we take the mystery box as well, and we miss pretty hard on our second skill. And we get paired up against the Reaper Roku Dairy Entang brand. If anyone knows what the hell this means, please let me know in the comments below, because I have got no idea. While we were messing around with the name, we took our second loss of the game. Our stamina issues continue, and there is no letting up. The giving bag is not solving it for us. Instead of giving us something that will help, it gives us 2 more Tusk Pokers. It really wants us just to be a thorny weapon guy. We go into the next battle phase and we get paired up against the adventurer Satan Machina. And the stamina honks are just blasting away here as we try to attack with 70 different weapons. Ultimately though, we are able to dish out a ton of damage and secure the win. Shop 12 comes and there's no end to the stamina problems in sight. The strong stone skin potion is interesting. When we have armor, we take a little bit less damage, so that's going to help juice our armor numbers, which is good for this build. The pig is a little bit too late to be useful, so we throw it on the board anyway and send it to the battle phase. And we're playing the red-colored Sky Mirror. They're playing the reddest class in the Mage, Pyromancer, so it makes sense. You can see, despite the stamina problems, our build is working correctly, but the huge resurrection invuln from him, and we're taking a ton of poison damage. It's so close, 4 HP. We lose in the end. What a matchup. Shop 13 spits out a relentless barrage of puzzle bags, which we cannot make full use of, sadly. We make the most of it, though, and we throw a few things on here, do a little rearranging, little calculus, throw the tusk pokers on, why not? And with most everything where we need it to be, we liquidate one of the puzzle bags and our pig to make way for this demonic flask, which deals damage based on the number of debuffs on our opponent. We're stacking a ton of debuffs, so it's going to be great. And we get pitted up against the berserker. How many people get deer? I don't get deer, so not me, but the honks are honking, the debuffs are stacking. Big stun's going out, he's getting really low, but goes into berserker rage. We are in trouble, we take a huge 75 hit, but respond right after and secure a nice victory. We're missing some key synergy, so in the end we decide just to take the plus 12 MMR, get that right in the bank. No survival mode today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, check out my other content, and until next time.